After collecting every single plus arm upgrade for my main, Min Min, and making a video about my findings, I knew exactly what I wanted to do next: collect data on every plus arm upgrade and see what they do. In the process, I also collected data on every regular arm too, and I've compiled it into 2 damage tier lists: regular hits and charged hits. In case you didn't watch my arms getter video, collecting a duplicate arm will add a blue plus to the right of its name, and you can only get 1 plus. An upgraded plus arm will always deal 10 extra base damage. This damage is affected by combo scaling. For example, a regular toaster deals 90 base damage and 45 on the second hit, since all arms share the same 50% damage decrease on the second hit of a combo. Meanwhile, a toaster plus deals 100 base damage and 50 on the second hit. The 10 damage increase is added before applying the combo scaler, not after. While this was initially all that I thought plus arm upgrades did, I couldn't be satisfied just saying, yeah, I think they all just add 10 damage to all the people asking me about them. I knew that in order to properly understand the plus arm upgrade system, I had to research the effect that the upgrade has on every single arm, and I sure am glad that I did, because I found out a couple more big aspects of the upgrade. First, plus arms do not gain any bonus damage to their rush attacks. An ideal rush with a regular toaster and one with a toaster plus will always deal the same amount of damage, 215. The second find I made is a bit of a bigger deal, since it turns out that a few plus arm upgrades actually get another bonus aside from the 10 extra base damage on their hits. There are currently 4 arms in the game that will increase the damage of your grabs when equipped, but only when they're upgraded to plus arms. These 4 arms are the Megaton, Megawatt, Whammer, and Guardian. When equipped, they increase grab damage by 5. By equipping 2 of these, grab damage can be increased by a total of 10. For example, if Min Min equips a Megaton plus and a Whammer plus, her grab will deal 160 damage instead of the usual 150. This means that the strongest grab in the game is Master Mummy's with 2 of these plus arms equipped. He can deal 210 damage in a single grab. A couple things to note here: these arms are all the heaviest ones in the game, meaning that if any arms in their weight class are added in an update, they'll likely carry the same feature. Also, Megawatt is a recolor of Megaton and shares this feature with it. If a recolored Megaton, Whammer, or Guardian is added in an update, it'll definitely have this ability. After collecting all this data, I figured it would be a shame if I only used it to validate how plus arm upgrades work. Because of this, I've created 2 damage tier lists to share with you. The first is for uncharged hits, while the second is for charged hits. Since a charged hit's damage increase is entirely dependent on the weapon's elemental attribute, the lists are very different from each other. Speaking of damage, there is no way to turn off plus arms' extra damage. This damage is applied in all modes, including ranked matches. Because of this, it is literally impossible to hold a tournament using only base arms. Plus arms can be collected before complete base collections are formed, so unless an update is added that allows people to turn off the plus arm bonus, I think all top level strategy will be formed around the damage dealt by arms when upgraded to their plus forms, not their base forms. The only alternative is using a completely fresh save file and restricting each fighter to their default arms, which I feel is not a great decision. Because of this, the tier lists I made display the upgraded damage for each arm, not the base damage. Please subtract 10 from each damage tier if you want to know the base damages of each arm. All of these damage tiers are based off of a single strike of each arm, even if they're multi-hit. Revolver is one of my most used weapons, and I mainly only land 1 hit with each punch. 2 hits are common but inconsistent, and 3 hits can only be landed in specific situations due to how combo launching works. Also, the damage increase from an elemental attribute's charge is never affected by a plus arm upgrade, only the base damage of the arm is. I researched and compiled all of this information myself. If this helped you, show your support by subscribing for more competitive focused ARM videos. The infographics I made are linked in the description, so feel free to share them around. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment or ask me on Twitter at 101leafy. Thanks for watching.